96. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Yards. First down, Eagles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The tackle made by...
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On the play. And an Eagle first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Again to Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the handoff.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
A gain of 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
20-yard line.
Now Wentz. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Round 7.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He completes this one to Mack. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Gallman. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Gallman, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Eagles nothing.
This is Gallman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down by
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 24. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Here's Gallman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Block 14. 14. Run it. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Wilson. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Good trail. Kill. Switch.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Eagles.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier.
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
On second and goal, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. But now it's third and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Third and 3.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up fourth down.
Sterling.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And it's Washington out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Jackson now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Number 53, Mike 53. Don't get nothing. Go down. 53 is the Mike.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 35 on second down, Wentz. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz going to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Wentz now on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, it's Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
On the carry.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Jackson now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
End of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Browns 16, Eagles 14.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Gallman will run it. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Now Gallman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they try the right side here. brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the toss, there goes Goldman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Wayne Goldman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
14. Check 15. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
He's brought down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts
Gain of 5.
as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Gallman again.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd down.
56. I got you, boy. Check the alert.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now
it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
54 Mike.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
14 yards. And an Eagle first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, man. Check. Tyson. Check. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Go. Go. Slam.
Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for win one after 9 straight losses. NFL on EA Sports.